CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up and Win Morning Motivation Podcast powered by CTR Media Network. And this podcast series is designed to fuel your mind, elevate your business, podcast, or TV show, and inspire you to take actions daily. Each episode includes powerful insights, simple, actionable strategies, a quote, a Bible scripture, and a call to action to help you achieve your level of success. I am your host, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey from CTR Media Network, and it is my pleasure to be talking to you on this amazing morning. Did you know that it has been that we have come to the conclusion that it has been found when you first wake up, within the first couple hours, when you first wake up, and what you put into your mind is so important, because if you put positivity in your mind, it has been known that the rest of your day usually goes much better. Even if you encounter things that are unfavorable, you have the skills and the mindset to prepare in order to handle or manage your emotions better. So that's why we decide to come live every single day to share some tips, some strategies, or just motivation to help you, so that as you encounter or go through your day, you can remember something that you heard on either this particular live or another live that will help motivate you to remain positive, even when it's not easy to do so. And that is what it is all about on today. But before we get started in today's discussion, go ahead, like, follow, share. Sharing is caring. Make sure that you share this video and comment hashtag live if you listen live. Put hashtag replay if you are listening to the replay, and let us know where you're tuning in from. We will respond back to your comment. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's discussion, which is the power of prayer and faith in business. Now, many people tell you should keep this separated, and I was one of those people that, I worked very hard to separate the two, but now I see where you have to pretty much you have to be balanced. You have to be balanced in it, right? Everybody that pretty much know me know that I love my capital God. I love God. Okay. Now I'm not gonna be preaching, and I'm not in no pulpit saying you need to do this, dial that, dial this or the other. I'm not gonna do that. But I will have certain instances where I'm sharing my story, and I personally believe that it was God that did that for me. Okay, all my good things, everything that I experienced, I believe that it was God directing, guiding, blessing me, right? And so I will say something like that, for a time or two. But I decided to do this video because I just felt like it's something that we could talk about. So remember that your business is not a hustle, or isn't just a hustle. I don't like to use the word hustle or grind, but I use this only because it's so familiar to ones within the marketplace, because they hear hustle, they hear you need to grind and all that. But as you mature, as you grow more in personal development and business, you will notice that that hustle, that grind mentality, we shouldn't be doing that, because it just will put you on a downward spiral of burnout and everything like that. I understand the concept behind why people say hustle and grind, but once you start growing, you'll understand that that hustle and that grind mentality is not a good mentality to have, only because we'll get into that on another video. Let me stay on topic. So your business is just not a hustle, it's a ministry. What does that mean? Do it mean that you're turning your business into a church? No, it means that everything that you do is an exact representation or representation of your relationship with God, your core values of how you feel, your morals, your standards, your ethics. Your business is a pure reflection of that. And that in turn is your ministry, being that it's your walk, it's what you're doing, it's what your mission is. And success isn't just about effort. It's about, in my case, it's about God's favor. How do God see me? What am I doing? Am I aligned with his will? Am I doing what he wants me to do? How can I adjust if I see that I am not doing what he wants me to do? How can I make the adjustments that's necessary to make sure that when I'm communicating or talking with people, that I do it in a way that let my light shine? Okay, as it is written in the Bible. Now, will I be perfect with it? Will I make mistakes? Yes, yes, and yes. However, for the most part, even when I'm aware that I made a mistake, will I have the ability to be able to go back and tell a person that I apologize, that I handled this situation wrong? Can we move forward? Or is it a way that we can revisit this and allow me the chance to make it better? Dropping the pride, because pride is before a fall. Yay, all this is in the Bible now. So rebuilding, restructuring, redefining yourself as you grow. Let me give you some tips and some strategies. Number one, you need to start your day with prayer. I start my day every day with prayer before I get started with anything else, before I turn on social media, before I check emails, whatever. Start my job, start whatever. Before I even eat food, drink coffee, or anything, I start my day with prayer. It is my mental, spiritual workout. Just like some people wake up and work out, the first thing that I work out is my relationship with God. How do I do that? I pray. I invite God into my life to give me that divine strategy to help me to make the right decisions according to his will, to help me to do the right thing, even when it's not easy to do so. Number two, I stay in faith even when the results aren't immediate. Sometimes with this faith walk, you have to walk by faith and not by sight. And that can be difficult because if you're a person like me that's a type A personality, you be wanting to have all the I's dotted, the T's crossed, the checklist checked off on the checklist. And faith don't work like that. Faith, you have to do things that with your faith that you may not necessarily see an immediate result from, but it's a pattern of consistently showing up and doing the things that build up what you will see later. And it takes faith in order to do it. Understand that you may be hoping, wishing, praying for something and you have not received it yet. It could have been a week, a day, a month, a year, years. Some people, it could be decades. I mean, different things for different people. But you need to understand that a delay doesn't mean that you are denied by God. It just simply means that he is have to prepare you for the blessing. See, God is not going to bless you with something that you're not able to manage and maintain, that you're not able to handle. Because a blessing given too fast when you are not prepared to handle it will turn into not a blessing, it will turn into a burden. And so, therefore, God is not going to release whatever it is that you've been praying for, whether it's a financial blessing, whether it is to expand your business, whether it is to grow your business, whether it's to have a certain amount of income, whether it is to have a building, whatever it is that you want to do or want to have in your business, more team members, or staff, more customers or clients. God is righteous. He's not going to give you a blessing or something that you've been praying for and release the abundance to you if you're not able to handle or manage it. Just imagine what it would be like if you prayed to be a multi-millionaire and God bless you with it, but you don't even have the skills to know how to manage $1,000, or you don't even have the skills to know how to manage 5 figures. But you want to have 7-figure income, but you can't even manage 5-figure income. Can you imagine the chaos it would cause for you to all of a sudden obtain multi-million dollar status or even $1 million status, and you have not learned to manage 5 figures or 4 figures yet? It's you will just run through it. You will not be able to manage it well. It will cause you so many problems. So therefore, before you can even get that, God is going to help you be able to manage and maintain and be able to manage that 4 to 5 figures properly, to be able to diversify your portfolio, to be able to handle those funds and be able to understand how money flow and how money work before you get the 7 and the 8 figures. Because if he just released it to you, it's going to be mismanagement. And guess what? You're not going to be able to keep it. It'll come in and go out. And who wants that? You want it to come in and stay in. And not only stay in, but you want to be able to multiply it, right? Just like with a promotion. Just imagine if your employer, you wanted this promotion because of maybe higher pay or because of notoriety, whatever it is that you wanted this higher position for. But guess what? You're not fully qualified. You have some of the qualifications, but you don't have all of the qualifications. Just imagine if you got that particular position and you prayed for it and God let you get it when he knew you weren't prepared for it, which he's not going to do it. But I'm just going to say, just for example, guess what? Because you're not qualified, completely qualified for that particular position, you run okay, just because you're not fully qualified for that, you run the opportunity to be able to lose that job. So you got the promotion, but being that you can't meet the qualifications, the complete line of qualification for that job, and you're consistently not doing or fulfilling the obligation of that promotion, guess what? You can get fired. Whereas if you had remained on your previous position, you will still have a job because you have all the qualifications and you know how to do it well. And you'll be able to maintain and manage that particular job, your previous job. But being that you moved up, more income, more responsibility, but you wasn't fully qualified, you end up losing the job, which means you lose the income. That's poor management. And God is not going to bless that, right? And so think about it. The next time you've been hoping, wishing, praying for something, you don't see that it has happened and you're praying to God about it, I need you to reevaluate yourself. Are you really prepared to be able to handle, to be able to manage, to be able to maintain what it is that you're asking for from God? So if he gave you what you're asking for, would you be able to receive it in a way that you will be able to maintain, build, scale, and grow whatever it is that you ask for? Do you have everything in place in order to maintain it, to manage it? If the answer is no, even one time, you're not ready. So what do? You get ready. You start preparing so that when that opportunity comes around again and you pray for it and God finally released the abundance to you, then you will be able to maintain it and be a blessing, not only to yourself, but to others. Because remember, every blessing that you receive is not just about you. It's about what you can do in order to make a positive impact in someone else or other people's lives. A blessing is not just linear, dealing with one, it deals with many. Think about every blessing when you go back and read in the Bible. It wasn't just to benefit that one person. Like Abraham, his blessing was that he was going to be a father of multiple nations. Okay, guess what? We're still reaping benefits from being a derivative of those nations today. Think about it. Everything that happened previously, we benefit in some type of way. Think about businesses that started 70 years ago from the one idea of one person who started that business. And now, being that you're part of that business or you're invested in that business, you're benefiting from something that started 70 years ago. Remember, that blessing started, and a blessing is going to always not, it may start with a person, but it's going to be something that's going to also help other people. And if it's just something that's just going to help you, then nah, you might forget about that. Blessings help you, then it turns from you to help others, and from others it helps create a impact that could last for a period of time or for generations to generations. Number three, you need to give credit to God for your success. I know that I didn't build CTR Media Network by myself. That was God that blessed this effort. Okay, let's get it straight. I don't care how good, how talented, how phenomenal, exceptional I am with the gifts and talents that He bestowed upon me. But without Him, I am nothing. So yes, we reach 100 million viewership status with 100 million people viewing our content across all our platforms. But guess what? That wasn't because of me, because I'm so incredibly awesome. That was because God blessed our efforts on everyone that is on our team, myself, the audience, the podcasters. He blessed our efforts, and all credit goes to Him, not me, not the network. It goes to Him, not the podcasters, because we are being obedient to what He told us to do, and therefore He blessed our efforts. And now we was able to reach, with His help, 100 million people watching our stuff. That's what obedience looked like. That's what trust in Him looked like. And the credit goes only to Him. All the glory goes to God, not us. He just blessed us for being obedient. Number four, you need to make faith-based decisions. You need to trust in God, His plan, over quick wins. Sometimes we just want to get a quick win, quick win, quick win, right? But what about the longevity? What about the plan that God's had for you? Do you have the trust and confidence in God that even when things do not feel right, do not look right, you don't understand certain stuff, that you know that He is going to help you? I know that with me. You got to trust the process even when it don't have a clear understanding. Because remember, we're physical. We don't think like God. His thoughts are higher than ours. So what looks like a struggle, a challenge, a terrible circumstance, it may not be that. It could be the beginning phases of our breakthrough. Shift your mind. Martin Luther King, let me give you a quote. Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Woo, let me say it again. He said, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. So, what do I want you to do today? I want you to pray over your business daily. I want you to stay connected to like minded, faith driven entrepreneurs. And I want you to go and download the CTR Media Network app. We have a channel called Grateful and Hopeful TV that centers around faith building, dealing with business and dealing with life. We have shows that are geared towards that, that's going to give you those scripture points and all that you're looking for. And that channel is called Grateful and Hopeful TV. So just download the app and you'll be able to watch it on today. We also have KBBU up under the entrepreneurship side, Entrepreneur and Career Development TV. You can watch that as well. And of course, Morning Motivations. We're going to touch with quotes, Bible scriptures, examples, all kind of different things. So make sure to check it out. But our entire network is just amazing on how our content creators, our podcasters create their content. I'm pretty sure that you will be able to get your motivation, your inspiration through various different shows that's on our platform that are currently here and ones that are to come. On that note, you guys download the app by going to www.ctrmedianetwork.com, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and go ahead and go out there and win today, okay? Bye.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there